Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and tackle this area here. Basically, it's a bunch of one tabs, it looks like. But it goes up into the Ridgevent. So I'm going to use my trusty flat bar. And I'm going to take it from the top down. Now, if you watched the last video, one of the things that I went over was how far you have to go to get a shingle out. You can see this shingle, the top of this shingle's up here, which is at the bottom of this shingle up here, which is the second one or the third one in a row. So if I want to take this shingle out, I've got to take nails out of this row here. So we'll be doing a little bit of that in this section, only because I got to take one or two tabs out all the way along. So first thing I need to do is take apart this Ridgevent. I want to be easy with it and try not to rip the aluminum. Okay, so now that should give me just enough play to get these shingles out. So it looks like I've got a seam right here and not a seam right there. So just for ease of use in this case, since this shingle's probably cut, I'm going to go ahead and take this other tab out. And to do that, I'm going to take another nail out of the Ridgevent. Alright, so now I've got nails exposed. I'm going to leave this tab here. I'm going to take this out. This is the ripped one, then this is the ripped one. So on second thought, I'm going to go ahead and take this one out. So I'm going to need to cut it. I should be able to get my knife in there. Okay. Oh, I'm out of tab there. So now I can get at these nails under here. Nice way so that get those nails out so I don't have to worry about them when I'm nailing my shingles back. Little whisper room come in handy. I found it. Should have one more right here, and I do. So if you need to take a few more nails out, that's fine, but I'm able to get it and I'm okay. Okay, now I got a seam there and I got a seam way over here, so I got to cut it, but I'm ripped here, so I want to take this one out. So I'm going to take this shingle up. And I'm going to take this nail out here. Cut this one. Now cutting backwards is a little easier because you can cut it straighter. You can see there, I did not cut that one straight. It happens. So I can just fix it, since all I have to do is cut more off of it. I just want to try to cut it as straight as I can. So you can see I still have nails in there. I'm gonna get those out all at one time once I get all my shingles out. So you can see I got a rip in this one. I'm gonna take this tab out. I'm gonna leave this tab in, but I'm gonna have to take this nail out. It snowballs. If I'm gonna all of a sudden decide to take that tab out, now I got all these nails I gotta take out. So I'm just doing the lesser of two evils. You can put a straight edge up here, whatever you need to do to cut these out to make it straight. Whatever you got to do. It doesn't really matter. The goal is to get it done so it doesn't leak. It doesn't necessarily matter how fast you're doing, except by your own standards. Keeps going on the downhill stretch. Look, I got a nail right there. That nail is not good placement, but I'll fix it with roof cement when I finish. But it looks like it's going to hinder me cutting this out, and I don't want to leave a nail there, so I'm just going to go ahead and take that tab out. Whoa, watch out. Okay, so I'll cut one backwards for you. I don't care for it, but it's much easier to get it straight. So I just turn around like this and cut it up. Might be a little straighter. And then it'll come right out. It's really just the same on each row. hot, you're starting to get stuck together easier. More. Alright, so it looks like this tab is good. I just need to cut this one. Okay. So now I'll go through and clean it, sweep it, pull the rest of the nails, get it ready to put shingles back. Try to keep after these nails so they don't end up with somebody's tire, like mine. I'm going to pull these nails even though they're going to get covered. Then I don't have to worry about nailing through because I'm going to be hand nailing it. Just want to try to get everything done, get it clean, get it swept, so that when you're checking over it, you're checking for any holes, checking for anything you don't like that you want to put roof cement on or repair while you're here and while you got it open. Blower will work nice, just don't happen to have one right at the moment. Next best thing is a whisk broom. Oop, there it went, going for my tire. I'm gonna leave that one. Work here. Turn it. Doing good. All right. Just want to give it a once over here, make sure that any lumps, pieces of shingle, pine cones, anything's out of the way. Little stuff won't really matter, just stuff that'll bucket. So there we are. So I'm going to start putting shingles back now. Basically, I'm not going to do anything You can put roof cement, a little dab of roof cement on all these holes if you want. I'm not going to do that because I'm not expecting any water to get under my shingles. But I will be putting roof cement. Once I'm finished, I'm going to put roof cement on these holes that I have in the shingles that I made, and on some of these seams, and on some of these tar strips I'm going to put some roof cement. Alright, so I need a 1-tab first. Just cut it and nail it in place. I want to try to make sure my rows are straight as possible. Honestly, nobody's going to see it once I get out of here. But I'll see it right now, and that's what matters. Whoops. Where am I getting these nails from? I put them in the wrong pouch there. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and put a nail. This one's a little out there. So I'm going to put it where I would normally put it if this was a normal tab. A little overkill, but never hurt anybody. So now I'm going to use my 2-tab next. So we should be down to tabs on all of these. So it looks like 2, 2, 2, 2. There may be a 3, 2, 2, 2, and another 3. So I've got plenty of ones that I can use around, so I'm not worried about it. But you can always just put 2 1-tabs in beside each other, and you're doing roughly the same thing. Roughly. So you can cut them ahead of time if you want. Get your helper to cut them ahead of time. Or you can cut them 1 at a time, 2 at a time. It's your choice. Personally, I like to cut each one as I go. I'm holding my shingle in place while I nail it. It helps. And again, you can use a nail gun if you want. I'm not going to use a nail gun in this case. Side this time. Three tabs. It's easy all of a sudden. You don't even have to cut it. sure you get your nails in where they weren't when you took them out. It's usually better to do it now. Unless you got to put a shingle under there, there's no reason why you shouldn't. All right, back to 2 tabs. Okay, shingle. All right, so now we're at the Ridgevent. I believe that I'm okay with this shingle. Yep, it's the next shingle that I gotta cut. So this shingle's okay. I'm gonna go ahead and put it in. The next shingle I have to cut. It looks like a 3-tab. So I'm gonna go ahead and put it where I think I need it. I'm gonna turn it upside down and I'm gonna put it where I think I need it. I'll reach my hand under there. So I can feel the cut is about right there. And again, you can take a few more fasteners out of here if you need to. All right, so basically, I'm gonna cut where my shingles end there, just a little bit extra. I'm gonna cut that off so my Ridgevent still has a outlet. Now, there's one problem. I'm not gonna be able to nail this shingle without exposing my nails. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just slip it up here and I'm gonna let it be, because before I start putting roof cement down, I wanna go ahead and finish my Ridgevent. I'm gonna put screws in it. One of the things that I did not bring with me is my drill. So I'm gonna go ahead and tighten up a little bit. I'm gonna run and get my drill, a couple screws, and I'm gonna take care of that. And then my shingles will be 100%. I'm gonna go ahead and tighten up all these onesies that I've left here. Stack them nice so when they heat up, I can still use them. Okay, so here we are. Again, got my 1/4-inch bit and my neoprene screws. Got a rubber washer and a gasket on it. Typically we use these for metal roofs, 5E in particular. They got a self-drilling head, but as long as you get a screw with the threads so they'll bite, you can caulk the head if you need to. Which brings me to a point. I've got a hole here that's not in the shingle. This new shingle has no holes in it. So the screws that I put back in the same holes through the new shingle will be okay. The one through the old hole, I'm just gonna put some roof cement on it and put it in the same hole to seal the hole. So now here I just wanna make sure my shingle's straight. I'm gonna use the same trick and I'm going to step on one of the sides, and I'm going to put this screw in the same hole in the Ridgevent, most likely in the same hole in the wood. That sealed, felt pretty good. I think it sealed pretty good too. Now once I put this, my shingle should be set. Okay, so now I got that hole. I'm gonna just put a little roof cement on it. I think it'll be fine. Good, only got a little bit on my bit. Now, I've got a screw here on the end of the shingle and no screw here, so I'm just going to put an extra screw here just for fun on the end of my shingle. Since this Ridgevent's nailed, I could put screws in here and be good adding to it, but I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to leave it alone. At a later time, I might come in and caulk the heads. Again, the roof's 18 years old. I'm looking to get another 5 years or so out of the roof. Okay, so finishing up here, I'm going to put roof cement where I took out shingles. Mostly, it's in the existing is where I want the shingles. Did I say that? What I meant to say was in the existing up there and here is where I want the roof cement. Not putting a lot. Just wherever there's a hole where I took out a nail, put a little bit for wind resistance. Whoa, what is that? Ah, that must be it must have separated a little bit from the rest of it, from sitting. Gotta watch out for that. That'll get on the couch right there. Usually just go ahead and do the nails while I got it open. Sometimes I do the seam, and sometimes not. But I definitely want to get that hole where I had a nail before. See, like this seam, I got a little bit of a gap, so I just put some roofing cement in there, and no more gap. Try to do one row at a time, if all possible. Good. I like it. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more sections, and then the rest is just small onesies